Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. The NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
Run. Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now you won.
After the interception, here's Goff. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't.
Nowhere to go here. He the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams Raiders are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble and maybe not playing as much. You take your number one guy, put it on their number one guy, and try and limit their offense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... This is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Orange.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? they've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pushing through the contact. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still. Some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Great.
Been trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go. Back. Lady. Shorty. 81. Blitz on. Down the man inside. Down the man.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Ready. Score, Tokyo.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On play action, Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Great 15.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
82.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
Great 15. Great 15. There we go. Back that. Black. Come on. Run.
Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Super one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Super 66.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here we go.
Now it's gone. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Whirling.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a draws. Goff gives to Gurley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right. Come on out.
On second down, here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Throwing on third, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Wentz now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
I'm bringing it to you. Black. 82.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Value three. Super one.
After the interception, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Value one. Super 66.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again they run with Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Black, come on. Black, come on. Shorty. Great.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15. What's on?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football. And I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
76. 76. Value 3.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And on the ground they go with a running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Throwing now, Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And they're moving champion.